They say summer is the time to live in Chicago. Well, that's extended into autumn as we are ready to roll under blue skies at Soldier Field. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Detroit Lions and the Chicago Bears. And this carries into the end zone. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. Result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
The first carry now. This is Johnson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Nearly a huge return, as it is. Still a very good one. 24 yards, and the Bears take over. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. First carry now for Kofani Muhammad. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
Yeah, I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. On the carry is Muhammad, and he's got about 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 25. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on him.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 12. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
They're going to look to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. He'll find Swift out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 27 yards there on a very nice third down conversion. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Well, so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. And he's taken down. A Bear sack. Khalil Mack in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
It's third down.
Out of the gun now on third down. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Eddie Goldman with a sack.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Bears take over.
A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And possession will switch hands, first and 10. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
They turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10. On play action, they'll throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And complete to Zach Ertz. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. 18 more yards there and another first down.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
His throw caught at about the 5. And the Bears are going to have a first and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. No score after 1 on EA Sports. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. As his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Cody Parkey is on now for the point after. And he's got it to make it 7-0 in favor of the Bears.
Makes the score Bears 7. Lions nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Gets it quickly to Galladay. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
To Kenny Galladay.
The end result, 21 yards.
First down, Detroit.
second-rounder from Georgia, DeAndre Swift. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
At the 44-yard line.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he is finally out of bounds, just shy of the 5, all the way down at the 6. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
And they'll try the option on 1st and goal. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. Throw here out of the gun. Flush to his right. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. He's at the 50, 30, the 20, 10, and they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. Well, you don't want to coach him, Charles, to stay in the pocket on every play, but I guess that's the danger of getting outside of the pocket, extending a play, and making a bad throw. Turns into 6 points the other way.
Yeah, sometimes when you get outside the pocket, your vision actually gets obscured a little bit, or you narrow it down too much, and you don't see all the defenders in the area.
Parkey with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply... gone down to a knee at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes it.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Robert Quinn able to record his 5th sack of the season.
They're in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
The Lions on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 14. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, that could really put them in command. And now look at him go. The 30, 20, touchdown, Chicago. A big play there. 76 yards. And the Bears will extend their lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken about a yard deep, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Johnson. And a very good return as he takes us all the way up to the 35-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield. He was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Now this throw caught left side, and he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 23 yards the pick up there.
1st and 10
off the play fake. He'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Give him back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another 1st down. They'll run with Muhammad. And he stopped immediately there. The veteran Jamie Collins there on the tackle.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. 23 yards, the final tally.
1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
Back to throw. The quick slant caught. That catch good for only a couple.
Maximum effort, partner. Minimal gain.
Yeah, minimal gain. Looked good, though. 2nd and goal from the 1.
The 1-yard line.
They'll try to run this one in. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bears will add on to their lead. Now parking for the extra point. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now.
Makes the score Bears 28, Lions nothing.
Four seconds, all that remain here in this first half as the kick gets away. That'll be taken about a yard deep.
So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Matt Prater to kick off for this.
Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. They go again with Muhammad. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32.
The ball carrier.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
And he can't quite intercept it. Zone coverage, free safety was... Couldn't come up with it, and now it's fourth down. Here's Michael Pilardi now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. Call that an even 50 yards on the punt with 7 on the return. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And, Charles, the good news, they got to stop defensively. The bad news, this is a huge hole that they're in right now. How do they start to dig out of it?
That's a great question because we're not even going to talk about how do they win it, right? We want to see how they can kind of claw back and at least make themselves feel better about the game because this one is likely out of reach, but maybe one possession at a time. Try and play a little bit better and have some respect when you come out of the game.
And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
It's a gain of 4, and it's third down.
They'll set up a throw.
Oh, my goodness.
He's loft one, deep left side, and that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Detroit.
Touchdown.
A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Lions are able to cut into this lead. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
This will make it into the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. On 3rd down, Bulls. They find some open field here. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
He'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Will Harris. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
A throw left side to start out. That's complete. A gain of 6 there on first. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now back to throw. He's going to air one out.
Get that.
And
Get the fuck out of here,
unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does, depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
Out of the gun, they'll look.
Bro, what the fuck is he
doing? He's going to
doing?
be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Justin Coleman. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings us one all the way back down inside the 10-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Now he's strapped.
He got it back? Get the fuck out of
Could
here.
have been a costly mistake, but as it turns out, they keep possession.
You can't give away these types of opportunities in the red zone. Now, I'm sure that was flashing through his brain as the ball escaped his hands. Fortunately for him, able to get picked up by his team. Fumble,
Oh,
recover,
my
they
God.
still have an opportunity deep in the red zone.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a 3rd and goal situation. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Lions use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
The score, Bears.
Prater for the extra point. And that cuts the lead to 28-14.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a 1st down.
10 at the 41-yard line.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Back now at Soldier Field. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. A gain of 6 there on 1st. 2nd and 4. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 27-yard line. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've got an answer for it.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Rookie quarterback, rookie running back. They team up there to pick up the 1st. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. And it's caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd goal.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're elected.
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A great play there with touchdown number 7 on the year as the Bears push further out in front. And certainly some credit there for that touchdown goes to the offensive line.
They never get the credit they deserve in the stat sheet, but they are the reason that they got the points. Excellent job up front, clearing the way for the score.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. His 2nd catch, this one not quite as dynamic as his 1st, and it's 2nd down. He's going to let this one go. And got his man complete. Touchdown, Detroit. A big play there with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Lions are able to draw a bit closer.
You've got to understand situational football because they're playing with the lead here late in the ball game. So the back defender has got to be as deep as the deepest receiver. Keep everything in front of you, rally up and make the play.
Yeah, you would think they had the 3-score lead. Now it's down to 2, but 3-score lead here late. That they wouldn't give up a big pass play like that, but they did. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
16 yards right off the bat and a first down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Second and 11 at the 40-yard line.
Second and 11. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and...
They'll drop to throw. And Robinson with a big catch. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
It also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Allen Robinson, his 6th touchdown of the season, and the Bears will extend their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
That catch good for only a couple. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
At the 27-yard line.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 42. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings this one all the way back down inside the 10-yard line. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage.
Brought down.
They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal.
9-yard line.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
This will be caught at about the 6. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there. Now Cody Parkey out to try the field goal. From the right hash here, should be an easy one.
A 21-yard attempt.
And it bangs off the right upright, no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So from nothing less there than chip shot distance, a tough miss from the right hash mark.
Well, this is just a wobbler. I mean, he knows he's got to get it going left, but that was right all the way.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a fourth straight loss.
And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Khalil Mack, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Second down.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. He's going to let it fly. He's got a man complete. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Kenny Golladay, 87 yards. And the Lions are able to cut into this lead. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. Well, sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. And that's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long,
Backyard.
man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
Matt Prater to kick off for Detroit.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
And they will take a knee here.
Today's final score.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Chicago, the win here means it'll be a 7-1 first half of the season.
And they will hit the road next week to take on Washington.
Meanwhile, for Detroit, things are kind of getting ugly as they drop to 1-7 now on the year. And they'll take this loss into the bye as they'll be back in action in Week 10.